Alright. Hi, friends. Welcome. Apologies if you hear Sam absolutely going off in the back. He's playing River City Girls and talking to Eric. Possibly about Kingdom Hearts. I have a cool new screen for chatting. It's calm and idling. I thought it fit the theme well. If Restart joins, I may have to fix the size of her icon. We'll see what happens. It's all up in the air. Everything's a vibe today. We're just going with the flow. We're gonna talk about D&D. Oh. Sam just lost a bunch of money, apparently. He's having a time. Oh. Okay. Pencil, pens, desk, necessary materials for chit-chatting. Also, while chit-chatting, feel free to ask questions in the chat. I love questions. If you're feeling spicy for whatever reason. I'm gonna be, while I talk, sorting through the 2 new D&D books that I got and labeling the chapters because I am obsessed with it, with labeling. So I'm gonna put, I take little post-it note tabs and I will put them on every chapter of every book that I get. I have so many D&D books and guides with tons of chapters labeled. Everything is wrong with the world if I don't have a completely labeled book. All my chapters neatly organized by colored tabs. Good times. These are the last 2 guidebooks that are out currently, or rule books that are out currently. So now I have actually every rule book in D&D, except I don't have the Sword Coast Adventure. You want me to tell you what the books smell like? Hang on. I'll describe them to you, Jesse. It's not like old book smell. It's kind of plasticky. You know what smell it reminds me of? It reminds me of being an Office Depot. That's what they smell like, an office supply store. It's not quite like a library book, you know, where it's old and it's got that old worn out paper smell. It's like a fresh plastic coated paper smell. By the way, if you're ever in Colorado Springs, and you like coffee and D&D, you should check out Dungeons and Javas. That was where I went today to buy a bunch of stuff. A bunch of cool things. Support your local businesses. I got some Chessex dice there, which is not a local business, but oh well, they have cool dice. They're clear and pink, which is really rad. What else did I get there? I got my books. I got some cards that are like, they're for DMs for tracking information, and you can basically like hang them over the top of your DM screen, and I'm going to go to their website and see if I can order more, because I really like them, but there was like, they had like a box there with a bunch of styles in them, and I would love to have the different styles. I also got some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild merch. Got a notebook, a big decal of all of the heroes, some pins. Those are cool. A bag, a water bottle, which is now my streaming water bottle, so that I actually have water with me, because my friends will fight me if I don't drink more water. Also, the chest X dice came in a test tube, and I'm really here for that. I love the test tube vibe. Alright. Oh my gosh, okay. So, while I sort, we're gonna talk about D&D. Let's do this first. Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes is... So Tasha's Cauldron of Everything is the newest book. Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes came out last year? Earlier last year, maybe? Can't remember, hang on. It says 2018, but I don't believe that. Maybe it did, maybe I'm just bad at time. I just forgot about it. But I have it. So, this, Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes really... It expounds on the world of D&D, really. It's a really, really excellent quality device for dungeon masters that want to build their own campaigns. Talks a lot about, the, like, conflicts in the world and other oppositions, like why do certain groups detest each other, for what reason, who were key characters in those oppositions, you know, who rules this world's version of hell. Really in-depth stuff like that. And we're going to label as we go through this. So basically, alright, so we have a context here. Or contents. Haha. Context and content, same thing. So this book has a lot of monsters added to it, which is really cool. And it talks about the Blood War, which has to do with demonic entities and demons and hell and their influence on the world. There's about the elves, why their race is divided, why do they hate each other so much. I always say this word wrong, but not the first word. I say dwarves right all the time. There's a talk about the war between the dwarves and the Duergar, I'm gonna say. Pretty sure that's how you say it. And then, the Endless War of the Gith. Halflings and gnome issues, which, when you're short, you're short. And then a bestiary of monsters, about new monsters to fight, like a corpse flower, and Kruthik the Hive Lord. You know, things like that. So interesting, so fun. Love it. 10 out of 10. So we're gonna... Chapter 1 is about the Blood War. Oops. I stuck that wrong. There we go. Alright. This will be... I'm not gonna read through this completely on stream, because that wouldn't be very exciting. But I am gonna flip through it. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, it has a table. I should mark this. This is really cool. Okay, that's important. We're gonna mark important stuff. I realize I should do that. There's not that many chapters, really. There's only like 7 if you count, or 6 if you count the bestiary with all of the monster stat blocks in it. I guess we'll label across the top with the chapters, and then we'll label across the sides information that we think is important to be able to flip to. So, like, for here, it talks about the different cults for the different demons. So there's, like, the cult of Asmodeus. There we go. Oh, and following the cults has, following the cults gives you specific perks. So, like, let's see. Look at a random cult. Let's do the cult of Mammon. He's pretty popular right now thanks to Hell of a Boss. Talks about his influence on the world. The goals for those types of cultists would be to gain wealth, secured not only to promise personal comfort and power, but to deny wealth and its benefits to others. Which is fair. I also want to be rich and want no one else to be. Typical types of cultists for that are bandits, bandit captains, cult fanatics, cultists, nobles, spies, and thugs. Apparently, some signature spells they have are Mending, Pencer's Floating Disc, Arcane Lock, and Glyph of Warding. Which is interesting. And they have their own traits, so like, the Grasping Hands trait. If, as a bonus action, this creature can make a dexterity check using Sleight of Hand, contested by Wisdom check or Insight specifically Insight, of another creature it can see within 15 feet of it. If this creature succeeds, one handheld item of its choice that it can see on the target magically teleports to its open hand. Item can't be one the target is holding. It must weigh no more than 10 pounds. So basically, you could just be like, I would like that thing on your belt. I'm going to have it. And you can just teleport it to yourself. Which is cool. And then on top of that, they added some new information for tieflings, which are kind of like a semi-demonic subrace. I wouldn't call them a demonic subrace necessarily. But they give them abilities so that they can be strongly connected as little devils to their demon lord, which is pretty cool. There's little roll tables so that you can customize them without having to think very hard. There's also tables for making your own demons, just in case you don't like any of the pre-built ones. Oh, basically, if you don't have demons at home, if you don't have a homemade demon store-bought, it's fine. Who doesn't love rolling for their demons?
I do. Wait,
welcome.
What are you talking about?
Talking about D&D.
I'm sorry. Hi. What's up, gamers? What did I miss?
Me talking about D&D.
Yeah.
Very exciting. So thrilling.
I mean, you made me want to play D&D when you used to talk about it, so I think it is rather entertaining and thrilling.
Oh, I'm glad that you feel that way.
Yeah.
I think I'm just a huge nerd, but...
You know, you can be both entertaining, thrilling, unique, beautiful, amazing, and a nerd.
That was a lot more than two things.
Yeah.
Well, to catch you up briefly, I basically talked about what I did today, which involved going to a store where I bought a bunch of D&D things because I love unnecessary purchases.
Who doesn't?
And now I'm labeling all the important parts of the books that I got.
What books did you get?
Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. And right now we're going through Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. It's a lot about like the conflicts in the world. Does a lot of world building for the different people. And like it talks about why like all the different species of elves hate each other.
That's fair. We love world building through aggressively hating everyone.
Yeah. I just went through the whole Blood War chapter.
I'm assuming that was a very bad war.
You know, it could be worse.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was called the Blood War because it was basically put forth by demonic entities.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. And it didn't? Wait, there was demonic entities present, and yet it could have been worse?
Yeah.
I see. Were they just vibing on the battlefield?
That's what tieflings be doing.
That's fair.
But yeah, I just went through that. I was talking about how it has like customizable role tables for if you want to make a demon NPC or if you want to like have your character join a cult.
We love to join a cult.
Yeah. Also, I just learned that apparently Drow Elf society is ruled by matriarchs.
They believe in MILF supremacy.
Yeah, MILF supremacy forever. Also, sorry if you can hear Sam.
Oh no, it's fine.
I spent like hours trying to fix Discord earlier, and it refuses to drown him out.
It's fine. It's giving me like signs of life in the background.
It was just like, he has to be heard. I was like, no, why the fuck he doesn't?
Let him speak.
But it's not on XSplit, so the stream cannot hear him at all. It's just Discord.
That's fair.
I was just like, cool.
I don't mind it.
Alright. We're just quietly labeling. Let's see. Apparently you can be a sea elf now.
Sea elf?
Yeah.
Are they like mermaids, or are they just like elves that are blue?
They kind of look like mermaids.
It's pretty lit.
Swimming speed of 30, and you can breathe air and water. Just dropped like half my streaming setup, no big deal.
You were just vibing. The abilities were so epic, you almost knocked over your entire desk.
Just ascended. Alright, let's just slap that in there. You can be a Ladrin, which is an elf native to the Feywild, and you basically get to pick a season, and you get to like relate to that season in your looks and in your personality.
I actually really like that. That's so cute.
What's your favorite season?
That's a hard one. I guess fall, but like the fall that kind of reminds me of winter without it being snowy to shit.
Okay, so autumn. Autumn is the season of peace and goodwill.
Oh, I don't think I could vibe with that.
Let's see. Winter is the season of contemplation and dolor.
I mean, we do love contemplation and dolly.
Summer is the season of boldness and aggression.
Oh my god.
And then spring is the season of cheerfulness and celebration.
That's fair.
I think that a seasonal elf is not really in your future.
That's fair. Yeah. It is a good concept, though. I do like it.
It is. later I'll send you like pictures of the things because it's really cool. It shows a picture of like what an autumn Eladrin would look like, and she's like orange, and everything's all like fiery, and her outfit is made of orange leaves.
I really like that.
Now I'm on the chapter about how dwarves don't like these other things that I always say wrong, Jurger or something.
That's fair. Do you think it'd be like a German J?
There's no J, it's a G. Let me spell it for you. Alright, so it's Duergar.
Oh yeah, that's... What the hell? What's going on there?
I know. I was like, alright, I'll throw up, that's fine.
Just like key smash a bunch.
There's a whole story about how dwarves and their treasuring, their like metals that they collect and everything, are a natural attractant to chromatic dragons, and how the chromatic dragons want to kick their asses and steal their treasure.
Oh my god.
Which is a great chapter. So hang on, if I look over here, what makes them different? So basically, it looks like the Jurger are like dwarves, but they see themselves as the perfect version of dwarves, where you either work or die. And that is all that there is.
You either die or you die.
Yeah, it looks like they're like... The dwarven culture is all about like warmth and good energy. It looks like they're pretty industrial by comparison, like very gray, no fun.
When people are like, yo, just vibe, and everyone else is like, capitalism, die, be industrial, we're entering the industrial age. Build a motor or succumb to the grain.
Yeah, basically. Alright. So, let's see. What are we at here? Interesting. This is about a race called the Gith.
Yeah, what's their deal?
Apparently, they were slaves to mind flayers, and they freed themselves, but now they are corrupt raiders under the Dread Lich King Vlakeith.
Oh, what a way to like go out. You're like, oh, I'm not a slave anymore. Let me just be a rogue.
That's the Githyanki, and then there's another type somewhere. Hang on, the Githzerai. They were born as a race at the end of the Gith's bloody genocidal uprising against the Mind Flayers. Alright, okay. So, they fight against the other ones. They're trying to be normal people. So the Githzerai are trying to be normal and functional members of society. And the Githyanki are just like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, they're just like, actually, I choose violence.
Yeah, they literally woke up and chose violence. Which, great, okay, I guess. Fine.
Like, I guess they can have violence as a treat.
Just as a treat. Alright, and then we'll mark this roll table. This is about halflings and gnomes.
Hell yeah.
Because, you know, short people be angry.
I mean, I don't blame them.
You're like, if I was a gnome, I'd
Like,
be
I don't
pretty
want.
pissed too.
Well, like at least a D&D gnome. Like if I was like those little like red cone, like tiny gnomes, I'd be pretty happy actually.
That's true. If I was a garden gnome, I would be the happiest I could ever be.
Yeah. But if I'm a D&D gnome, then yeah, I would also wake up and choose violence.
Gnomes are apparently celestial toy makers.
That's actually really cute.
It is. And halflings.
It just sounds like they're Santa's elves though.
It does. It really does. I was like, oh, so we'd be talking about, so Santa be having gnomes then, I guess.
Yeah. Little celestial gnomes.
Okay, so halflings are apparently they seem like they are simple folk. They like they're naturally innocent, and they like lives of leisure and fun.
You know what? I can vibe with that.
So it's like gnomes have a higher learning. Lots of gnomes are artificers and magicians.
They're a little bit creative. Where the other guys are like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat a leaf and just pass out.
Yeah, basically. Alright, and then we're on to the last chapter. This is the bestiary chapter, where all the new monsters are. Hey, you know what we should do sometime? We should do I'll do a stream where I have a face cam, but it won't be for my face. It'll be to look at my desk, where we'll be flipping through the monster manual and playing Smash or Pass.
Wait, hold up. Smash or pass on the monster manual?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buckle down for that one, I think. I'm on the ride. I just need to prepare for the ride.
There's some hot monsters, okay? This one's called the Choker.
I fucking hate it here.
Listen, it's got long noodle arms. It looks like the Swamp Thing.
Next one's gonna be like the fucking spanker.
Its hands, they're just like starfish filled with spikes.
Oh.
That's the
Jesus
Choker.
That's a lot. The fucking process. Immediate smash, like smashes the like button.
I would love to play Smash or Pass. And then there's like this thing, I can't even pronounce this, but it's just like a ball of flesh and ooze that's like chained to the ground.
You know what? That seems like a monster I could settle down with. Like a trophy wife.
We're gonna do Marry Fuck Kill, but it's with D&D monsters.
What's the choker and ball of flesh chained to the floor?
I call Baphomet the Demon Lord himself.
You know what? You can have that. I'm not gonna fight you on that.
Oh, there's a Demigorgon.
Oh.
Oh, it's awful. It has like a baboon face on it.
At least, like, it's not like a chimp or anything. Baboons are kind of cute.
Well,
But that's not me implying that you should change your perspective on that creature.
this is just a hot dude. It's just a hot dude with gray skin.
The biggest monster of all. Just gray man.
Some of these are, I'm just like, man, you're real close to a smash, but I don't know about that one part of your body. Ooh.
You'd have to be drunk.
Yeah. How many drinks before you fuck the monsters?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I was like, there's a sound happening somewhere around my desk. It's Aurora going absolutely ballistic on the bowl that I had my casserole in.
Oh. That's fair. She's just like, hell yeah, dude. Like, has a drum solo on the floor. The bowl.
She's basically polishing it. Like, holy crap. Alright, let me flip through this slightly faster, see if there's anything interesting. That is just an eyeball in a suit of armor. Alright, moving on.
How good looking is the armor, though?
It's a solid 10 out of 10. It's real nice armor.
Oh, well. Like, eyes emoji.
That's just a dude.
I was gonna say the eyeball armor does have that drip, though.
It's a good drip. The drip is strong. Alright, yeah, we're gonna play Smash or Pass on D&D book monsters at some point. I'm adding that to the list. Alright, next book. We have Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which changes the fundamental aspects of D&D in a level that a core rulebook has not yet done up to this point, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, basically, the way that D&D works, worked now, prior to Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, there was a lot of, like, oh, if you're a race of a particular type, then you have to be a species, or like a personality of a particular type. You have to behave a certain way, you have to do certain things with your life.
Oh,
I
see.
And, like, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything was really just like, you fuck that. And now there's a new playtest material that they're working on that's probably going to come out in whatever the next core rulebook is, where it basically throws away that old method entirely, and you can be whatever you want to be. Like, if you want to be an orc that's a scholar, fine. You can do that. You do not have to choose things that would make you, like, be an orc barbarian, because that's usually what it kind of, like, forces you into a corner of.
Yeah.
So this was, like the start of that.
Yeah, because I remember when I had one session of D&D in my entire life, it was like, I was just like, fuck everything, I want to be a goblin cleric and no one's stopping me, so that book was made for me.
Yeah, basically. So, like, okay, we're gonna go through this book because it's actually, like, kind of interesting to talk about the changes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just trying to destroy our house, don't worry about it. Yeah. My abominations. My worms? I love my abominations. So this, I'm just gonna read to you some excerpts, because it's very quality. So, here are the options that are featured in this chapter of the book, which is just the character options chapter. A way to customize your character's origin by changing some of your racial traits. Guidance on changing your subclass. The Artificer class, which is a new class entirely that I'm a big fan of. Class features and subclasses for every class in the player's handbook, and feats for anyone who uses that optional rule. So, basically, in Xanthar's Guide to Everything, there was like a little hint of increasing your subclass abilities. So, like, bards, there were only like 2 bard colleges originally, and Xanthar's Guide to Everything was just like 7 bard colleges.
Yeah.
You want to be a bard whose art is cooking? Go for it. Live your dreams.
Yeah. You know what? That's benevolent.
So, when you like create your origin story, there's a thoughts processing. You have to like choose your race, your subclass, all that stuff. And basically when you choose your race, it completely limits you in your options. Like certain races can only learn certain languages. And this tossed that out. So to customize languages, you can replace any language in your languages trait with a different one. So like let's say that let's say your character by design would know, like, you could pick 3 languages. And on the list it's just like you can have Common, Sylvan, and Draconic. So now, with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything supplementing the rules, you can choose to exchange any of those languages that you get from your species with any language available to you, which is like Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Infernal, Orc, Primordial, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, and it's literally just like any language you want. So if you're kind of a scholar type of person and you get to have additional languages, you can exchange the list that it gives you, where it's like, oh, select from, select from these like 3 languages. You can switch it to any language you want. Because why would you be a scholar that could only speak Common?
Yeah, because then it's like, what the fuck? Like, why am I a scholar if I can only do one thing?
So, because of the like character archetypes and everything, they really wanted to push the boundaries on that. So you can also do score increases for your abilities in different ways. So like the example that they give is if you're a dwarf, your constitution increases by 2, because in the dwarf archetype that they made that exists in the world, dwarves are drunk. So they have to have a high constitution. So instead of that, you can choose to change it to something else entirely. And it has to be the same increase, but you can switch it to something else. So like, let's say you wanted your intelligence to go up instead. Instead of the constitution, you wouldn't have that anymore. You could have intelligence. And then if there's a table here for if you wanted to swap a proficiency in something. So like a skill, you could trade for another skill. So like if your race or sub-race granted you a proficiency in sleight of hand, you could exchange it for animal handling.
Nice.
If it was in armor or a tool, then you could trade that for a weapon or a tool instead. Just simple things. And then, like, if you wanted to... Let's say you don't necessarily like how your subclass is going, or your class, you can go through a process with this where you can train to change your class by choice, or you can have a dramatic, like, if your character did something that changes them fundamentally as a person, and their subclass no longer matches their new existence. So like if the paladin took an oath and they broke that oath, they would have to change their class because they could no longer be a paladin. They would have their oath broken. So you could change them to something else. or you
Oh,
could change them, or the way that perhaps the way that they broke their oath, they could change to a different oath even.
that's cool. I like that because I know it's always daunting to pick a class and then have it, go south and be like, oh, well, here I am.
Yeah, and you're like, oh well, I guess I have to be this forever now. And then Tasha's Cauldron was just like, no, I think the fuck not.
Well, it makes sense because, like, a normal person would just change their mind. Like, it's not impossible to just not do one thing.
Right. Just have another career if you hate your fucking career.
And goes like, oh, I fucking suck at being a wizard. Actually, I'm just gonna be a chef.
So for the classes, of course, they created the new Artificer class, which I fucking love. Because you get to pick a specialty, and Artificers, they just like they make things, and they're magical, but they don't have to be.
Mm,
Like, if they weren't magical, they might still function, even. Like mechanical animals and stuff.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But you get to pick, like, what kind of thing your artificer specializes in. So, like, you can be an alchemist, you can be an armorer, you can be an artillerist, there's a battlesmith. Yeah, battlesmith, and that's it. And then, like, objects that you make, you can, or random objects, you can infuse them with magical abilities. So there's like an enhanced weapon is an ability. So it grants +1 bonus to attack damage rolls made with it, and it increases to 2 when you reach the 10th level in your class.
Hell yeah, dude.
And there's some other similar things. And for so let's talk about the changes to classes, because I think they're fascinating. Which, like, I know, what a weird thing to just be like absolutely tits up for. I'm just in love with D&D as a concept. So there are new primal paths for barbarians, which is just as fun as it sounds. So Path of the Beast, you get to have a form where you turn into a beast of some kind. Like,
Oh,
you could become like a bear or a werewolf or something like that.
okay. So it expands that a bit.
Yeah. And there's the Path of Wild Magic, which it just kind of makes your barbarian magical.
Hell yeah.
Which is always a good time to have a strength-based class throwing around magic.
Yeah, that's it sounds really powerful. And also, like, trouble for barbarians.
Yeah, it's a little chaotic. Like, it's definitely, you need to have some, like, control over
Yeah,
yourself and your soul to get it sorted.
something we all know barbarians have. And are known for.
And then there is bards, which are great. I freaking love bards. They added a College of Creation class, which basically gives you like the ability to animate objects and create things with your songs.
Oh, so like a song is kind of like casting. Or wait, make things with your songs? What do you mean?
Like literally create them.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna assume that, but I'm like, wait, that sounds really epic.
It is.
Wait, so could someone like play a song and like summon like a sandwich at that point? Kind of creating.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Lord, tell me I'm in heaven.
Infinite sandwiches? I think so.
This is why I was useless in D&D parties.
Clerics have new domains, which is interesting, but also I hate talking about clerics because their vibes are religious,
Yeah,
and I struggle with that.
that's fair. That's why when I'm a cleric, I accidentally always commit blasphemy and sacrilege for the sake of it.
Yeah, I understand that. Druidic circles are a thing now. So when you reach second level, druids get a new druidic circle. So you can have the Circle of Spores, the Circle of Stars, or the Circle of Wildfire. And they basically give you additional druid abilities. So, like, the Circle of Stars gives you an ability for creating a star map. And it gives you some additional, like, you can use the guidance cantrip without having to do anything. And the guiding bolt spell.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the magic ability of having your Circle of Stars star map. You can also choose a starry form. And it's basically wild shape, but you turn into a starry form rather than turning into a beast. And you can be an archer, a chalice, or a dragon.
What's a chalice?
It's a cup.
You can wait. Did you just say you could be a cup?
It doesn't turn you into a cup, you just get to have a starry cup.
Oh, okay, because I thought you just told me you could turn into a fucking cup for no reason.
It heals another creature.
Oh, okay, I was gonna be like, wow.
Now
Like,
you got a star cup. Ooh. Yeah, it's a healing star cup.
oh, okay, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, and then the archer does damage to something that you're facing up against. And the dragon can help you make a constitution or a wisdom saving throw.
That's
or
cool.
Intelligence. Yeah. So that's cool, and then the Circle of Wildfire lets you burn things down. Yeah, but you can't use Fireball because they removed Fireball because I guess they thought that was too OP.
Fireball OP, I beg to differ.
I mean,
Yeah.
they weren't wrong, but also, rude.
Like, out of all of the things that was OP, that, to be fair, I'm pretty sure the only time Fireball was used in one of my old D&D sessions was I told our rogue to tell someone else using his charisma to convince a mage to use Fireball on someone's house, and we burnt it to the ground. So
That's
yeah, it is
chaotic.
I was chaotic evil.
Oh, okay,
And like the family were mean to me because I was a goblin, so I'm like, you know what? If I can't have your child's reading book, like storybook, you can't have a house.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I mean, that's a leap. You're
yeah,
just you know what? You disrespected me? You're homeless now.
like,
I mean, I would too, but...
to be fair, the rogue was there investigating because he was investigating a murder of his family member and they might have been tied to it. So I was kind of like, I'm doing you a favor, dude. Like, just fireball their house. If they turn out to be innocent, then my bad. But if not, then I just helped you like get revenge in some very weird form because I really wanted a book from a child.
You're like, listen, if they did it, then great, we did it. But also, if they didn't, I hate them. So
Yeah, so either do it for me or I did it for you by accident and for me.
it's
And
for
this is
your
why.
dead parents. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
I love that. I think so. I've been making a bunch of characters because That's what I do in my spare time. I'm
I
feral.
remember.
I learned that on Saturdays they have one-off campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could just join in for a quick dungeon crawl. And I was like, oh, that sounds like what I need to do with all these fucking characters that I've made.
Yeah, and that's really good because you can literally just pop in whatever one you feel like playing.
Yeah. These are beads. Okay. Wait, I need this. This ad of stickies. Sticky lads. There we go. Patrons. Oh god, I forgot about patrons. Am I stressed? Yes. I have to learn a whole new set of rules.
Yeah, that is pretty stressful, but at least the rules are very open. Like, it's not as constricting.
Yeah, it's definitely loosening up all of the rules for things, which I really appreciate because I don't know, just like struggling through trying to have like someone who's a rule hound is the worst ever when they're just like, the book says, and you're just like, don't fucking speak to me.
Like, I'm calling the cops on this nerd who's telling me that my barbarian can't cast fireball.
I saw a TikTok about a person who was just they were playing a barbarian, but she was just collecting magic items that could cast spells.
Oh.
And like, what are you gonna say? No, you can't have that magic item that you can totally carry and was totally within the rules? No.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no illegal rule. Like, it's not illegal to carry a magic item. No one said that you can't hold every magic item in the entire campaign.
Right, exactly. This is about new patrons, which is interesting.
What's a patron?
It's basically like someone who is financially supporting your group or character.
So a sugar daddy.
Yeah. But they're like an academy that's supporting them via sending them on like a mission, or an ancient being that wants some specific thing with your contract, you know.
Oh,
A
okay.
rich person. A criminal syndicate. A guild.
That's fair.
Yeah, or you're in the military. Basically those kinds of things. And depending on what your sponsor is, you may need to like perform specific quests or go on a particular adventure in order to make them happy.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, you can't just go up to someone and be like, hey, sponsor me.
Hey, pay me.
Pay me for no reason other than that I told you so.
Yeah. So, that's the thing. They added a bunch of new spells. Those are really cool. I like spells. And they added magic items. They also added some, like... So, for a long time, magic items attune to their user, so they'll change size. So, like, if it's a Warhammer, if an orc has it, it'll be Warhammer-sized. But if a little halfling or a gnome has it, it'll shrink down to be their version of a Warhammer size.
That's really cute.
So they basically did the same thing with spells. So, like, instead of just, like... Alright, so let's say you use, like, Mage Light, but you're an artificer. So your Mage Light is going to be, like, a cool steampunk lamp.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So it just gives it personality.
Yeah. And they added a lot of that to this, where it's just like everything is very customizable, and like how your magic is done is customizable as well. So like there's a bunch more magic items that they added. They added magic tattoos,
Mm-hmm.
which depending on like how much of your body they cover, the more like magic is within them and the more control you'll have.
I see.
Yeah. And then they have, this is all description of all the magic items. There's so many. They added so many new magic items. They actually added a tarot deck that does stuff.
Oh, I love that.
I was like, oh, that's terrifying. And
I pull Fool card. Everyone instantly fucking dies.
it's called Luba's Taroka of Souls.
Yeah, that actually sounds terrifying.
Yeah. So she apparently ensnared beings of pure evil
Oh,
within her deck.
damn, dude.
So there are 14 evil beings. There's 100 cards in the deck. 14 of them have evil beings in them. And when you draw them, it will summon something.
That's horrific.
It is. That's interesting. God. That's terrifying. And there's the different tattoos do different things. Also terrifying. Here we go. Finally, another chapter. This one's on what the dungeon masters do. Boop. Okay. This one talks about some more ways to get parties together, some more interesting creatures, and how you can interpret different spellcasters and like how they would exist. So, you know, every like culture would have a different way that they look at their spellcasters. While like a frog species may be like frumpy and swampy, a cat species might be more sleek and they may wear, you know, lighter clothes because they also are agile.
Yeah.
There is also a list on parlaying with monsters. Ooh, that's cool. Far Realm, haunted effects, infested effects. Oh, that's cool. Okay, this is neat. So, these are basically like locations. And the like what you roll when your characters are in that location will decide what effect happens. So, like, let's say you rolled a 65 over the next in a haunted location. Over the next 24 hours, whenever any creature is wounded, its blood or similar fluid spreads to form a short message or grisly tableau.
Aw, that's so cool.
I love that. That's really awesome. And there's just tons of different locations like that. Oh, okay. This is a roll table for eating magic mushrooms. Love that. Mimic colonies. Hang on, I gotta mark that page for later.
Yeah, that really intrigues me.
I love mimics. Alright, what
Mimics
time is it?
good.
Oh, it's been like an hour. Okay. Well, I'm going to end the stream for now. We can keep talking now.
Alright.
Because it's been an hour. I just need to keep my streak alive, except for yesterday.
That's fair.
Alright, so bye, friends. Thanks for joining us. we'll see y'all again next time. It'll be great.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for stopping by if you did, and for watching. Have a good night and or day.
Okay, and we're clear. We're gonna talk about the mimic location. Let me just go to the bathroom really quick.
That's okay.
My body was like, I have to pee so bad right now.
Don't piss yourself.
That's what we get to do tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I also had to shit my soul out of my body.
Well, now you've shed yourself of that.
It was important. So let's talk about the mimic colony because holy crap.
I really hope it's what I think it is.
It's literally an entire world. Like an entire area of the world where mimics are most of the objects.
Oh my god, so utopia.
So basically, mimics imitate terrain and dungeon dressing to hunt for food. Rare specimens develop deeper understanding of the world and can communicate with other creatures. In extremely rare cases, groups of these creatures band together, creating colonies. These bonded mimics cooperate to create larger objects than any lone mimic could approximate. A mimic colony can work together to form buildings, bridges, crystal formations, cliff faces, statues, and nearly anything it desires. Entire
God.
villages appearing out of nowhere might be composed of mimics.
Holy shit.
Apparently, they can communicate with each other via telepathy.
Huh.
And they
So-
can communicate with other creatures within 120 feet of them.
That's so strange.
They can speak any two languages fluently. Apparently, juvenile mimics, which are very tiny, gain all of the colony's abilities.
Little baby mimic.
Apparently, if mimic colonies that don't want to die will bargain with the players.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Please, I'm just level 1 goblin. I do not know why I guard this dungeon.
Basically, I would love to have a mimic pet.
Yeah, I'm already like thinking about it. I fucking love that. Please. Is that possible?
With this juvenile mimic stat block that they added, I feel like yes. It knows basic languages, and it's small.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be OP, because it's not like it's gonna turn into a fucking building or anything.
Yeah, it's not like a full mimic. It'd basically be like a teacup. What if you had like a coin bag mimic? You know what another good concept is? That, like, the mimics want survival, so if your party was going to threaten them, you could, like, be like, our bargain is that you have to let us live here.
Yeah.
We'll let you eat anything that we don't personally bring in, but you just have to let us stay here. You could just live inside of a mimic.
Like, let me chill. You can eat whatever bird or person knocks on my door. I don't give a shit.
I would fucking love that. My guard dog is my entire house. My house will eat you if you bother me. Well, now there's a whole chapter about puzzles. Oh, this is a lot of puzzles. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. They have handouts, like little printable handouts for puzzles.
That's cute.
This is really cute. I love that. Okay. That's the end of that. That's so cool. Now my D&D book collection is complete. I don't think there's any more coming out anytime soon.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's double check. Amazon. Wizards of the Coast books. I don't see any new ones coming out. Oh wait, there's one. That looks like a quest book.
Would that just be like templates and like quests you can use for your campaign?
Yeah, it's basically just like a campaign set.
Nice.
I think
Because I always wonder how people can just come up with stuff on the spot.
it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Being a DM is exhausting. But this is... yeah. This doesn't look like a... guide, because it's only for Ravenloft. Campaign source book, yeah. Well, it does have 2 new subclasses.
What are they?
College of Spirits for bards and Undead Pact for warlocks.
That's pretty cool. I'm shocked they didn't already have a fucking undead pact for warlocks.
Yeah, me too. Oh, okay. This looks like it is a, it's kind of a rule book, but it's not really a rule book. It has rules in it. I think it's like the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, where the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide has some more ways to customize your character, but also is not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I will add it to my wish list anyway. I should also add the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide for the fuck of it. The list. This is so weird. I'm just looking through all these books and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
That's fair. Even you, a person who's like obsessed with it, is like, what the fuck is going on? And that's such a mood.
Yeah.
That's such a Chad moment.
I'm just like, you fuck. Okay, so I need this. Damn it. Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron. Oh my god, do you not have a copy of it? Of course they don't.
Oh.
Damn. I keep thinking about buying things on D&D Beyond. Because it's basically like a huge digital version of every D&D book ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it would make sense to have them in digital format.
Yeah. But then again, it's like you have the physical copy, though.
Yeah, I like having the physical copies a lot. But also... Fuck. There's a lot of stuff that, like... Some of the things, it's like, oh, do you want to buy a whole ass fucking book for a quest just to have one little tiny thing and have that physical book sitting around?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, And like, yeah, I could have the books, but also I can take my phone anywhere, and it would be kind of hard. Like, let's say I want to do something from like every book at the same time.
That's fair.
I would have to bring all the books with me.
Yeah. That's fair.
I wish that, like... I wish I could, when I like have a book already, like a physical copy, I wish that I could register it on D&D Beyond and be like, I have this.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that, and I hate that about it. Let me have things. Give them to me. Maybe I can... Okay, wait, hang on. Project keys for D&D Beyond. Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't. They don't have any way. I just have to buy them, and that makes me sad.
Yeah. Were you trying to look up like scanned versions, like PDFs?
No, there's a on D&D Beyond the like app thing. You can redeem a code, and I was like, what if I just like redeem my book's ISBN?
Mm-hmm.
You know, to be like, look, I purchased this book. I own it.
Yeah.
But
Apparently you can't because we're
no,
bastards.
they want me to buy it. I guess I'll slowly start doing that. At least, I think... Let me... At least they're cheaper than the physical copies are.
Oh, are they? That's a little less like of a fucking blow.
Yeah, all of the physical copies of the books are $50 each. 50 US dollars each. They're 70 Canadian dollars each. But the online versions are $30 each. Maybe I'll work on that later. I'm fine with that. Exhausting. Math, science, working out things. Okay. Ugh. I'm tired. I slept in super late today, by the way.
Yeah, because you're fucking playing Honey Pot.
Listen.
Oh, yeah, like the bimbos will do that too. This kills the man.
I had 6 3-ways yesterday.
Good lord.
7 if you count the intro one, because I started a new game because I was like, I fucked up a lot on my first attempt.
Yeah, I was playing the first one and I fucked up a lot, and I'm like, damn it, why do these women require thought and patience?
Why do I have to put thoughts into the thoughts?
Yeah.
Let me tell you how many thoughts. Let me tell you what thought pairings I have.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
If you're
You are loud. Stop it.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I was like, I didn't do anything.
No, not you. Q.
Oh yeah, Q is fucking loud just by default.
Just like, bitch, shut up. Don't talk to me.
I
Alright.
remember when
If you're having
he was
trouble,
talking to me in the
try feeding
start
these chicks.
of the first game, I'm just like smashes escape.
I found all the girls.
Women located.
Yeah. Tits acquired. Alright, I'm gonna send you some screenshot. Alright. Those are all the ladies. All 12 of them. Minus the gods that I have to fuck, but you know, I'll get there.
Yeah. Okay, they have a really good selection of like characters.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it doesn't have my beautiful Russian MILF, but I'll live.
I'll suffer through it.
Before your date,
I
bitches
also
love to eat.
am constantly alarmed at the fact that, like, okay, let me tell you how you have to censor this game. Because if you get it, it was not censored.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start playing, like, basically mid cutscene, the first cutscene, you need to press escape, and a little minuet will come up, and it'll click censorship. You need to censor it if you want it censored.
Oh my god.
You can switch it to bras and panties, or it's uncensored. Those are your two options.
Oh jeez.
But whenever you
Taking a stroke.
have a three-way, you get a picture of it, and you get three options. With a cum shot, with no cum shot, or with panties and bras.
The world is your oyster.
Yeah. Also, high key, there's a trans character in it, and you can pick if she's pre-op or post-op.
Oh, I remember that because it was like a huge thing people were like shitting over.
Yeah.
But I really, really like Polly.
Me too. Also, her personality is beautiful. Truly
Oh,
a
shit,
queen.
What's her traits?
Hang on, let me pull up her stat card here. She likes flirtation. She doesn't give a fuck if you're talented.
That is fair. But, oh shit, like, look who came into the server.
A person? Roll up. Welcome.
One
Hello.
person.
It's Aztec. Hello.
Yo, sorry, that was a random derail, but I saw that and I got excited.
I
I
need to
remember.
fucking figure out why it keeps saying false.
It's just like gaslighting everyone.
Yeah. Welcome, new person.
Type.
Get your rolls. Do it.
Should I add? No, I don't like adding people. I'm sure he'll see it.
Wait until they have rolls.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they have to have...
Right, don't they have to like confirm that they understand that they're here?
Yeah, I also need to edit the thing because I changed the role name. Now gamer honorific instead of rotating ceiling blades.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Also, please... Oh god, I just realized that I'm a degenerate and Honey Pop is on my fucking, like, thing that it says that I'm playing it right now. Fuck. Okay.
Everyone can now witness that.
It's fine. I'm gonna make it my front page of my Steam layout. My collection
Don't
of
forget.
shame.
I mean, when I played the first game in the cam one, I'm like, they're both on my fucking front page. I need to desperately play something else to drown it out. Cause I got like the gold. No, I got the platinum trophy, I think, for Honeycam, and I'm like, stop putting dicks all over my page,
You're
please.
like, stop, please.
Please, I beg of you.
You're like, I'm here for the titty. So I want you to know that I've had total seven total threesomes. The first one apparently doesn't count because it's the one with in the airplane with Lola as your like preview, like your tutorial one.
Oh my god.
So it's just like a freebie fuck, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that one doesn't count. So with only the other 6 that I have done, I am only 1/4 of the way through getting all of the 3 ways. Also, I've done one with the MILF lady. Jessie? Yeah. And she was smoking while eating someone out.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah, I wish I was joking. Hang on,
Are
let
you
me...
talking about that one?
Yeah.
That's so it's
Hang on, I've made it appropriate. Let me send you a screenshot.
Oh god.
I've made it safe for work.
It's not safe.
But imagine that, but there is no leaves.
Oh god. No, I actually hate that because it's like, besides smoking being fucking like already scuffed, but like, yo, she's gonna drop ashes on this person. This is awful.
Right, I hate it.
It's so like the art's good, but it's like, Jess, you fucking animal. I thought better of you.
I know. I was like, listen, I have put up with a lot of shit from this MILF.
What a fucking maniac, the mad lad.
But but in the uncensored version, she's like fully got some tongue and asshole action going while she has that cigarette lit.
Oh my god.
Hang on, we're gonna play some more. I'm gonna have you pick dates that you think I should go on.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, wait.
Fun.
On that list, who do you think is gonna be your favorite?
Let me see the list again. I kind of liked Brooke from Honey Camelot, besides Nadia, so I think I might
Let me
bet.
tell you, Brooke is a sugar mama who basically owns sex slaves.
Fucking hell.
What's her name? Sarah is a weeb. That's her fucking toy. Brooke is her fuck toy. Like, Sarah is Brooke's fuck toy, rather.
That makes sense, because fucking Sarah's a nightmare.
Sarah is a fucking nightmare. I hate her so much. Associating with her is exhausting.
Yeah, I remember in Honeycam, she kind of warmed up to me because I hated her, but then I'm like, you know what, this is kind of funny. But then again, her weeb shit, I'm like, god, why do you look like that?
She keeps Leilani, who is Hawaiian, and we're in Hawaii, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Sarah thinks that she's Japanese.
Oh.
And she keeps, like, saying, like, insisting that she's Japanese. And I'm just like, no. Poor Leilani. And she's just like, I had sex with a Japanese girl. And I'm just like...
You fucking animal. Never mind, Sarah's a dumbass.
Fucking weed.
Oh yeah, and if you play it, you'll love it. Kyu talks shit about Sarah all the time. Just calls her a weeb constantly. Where was I going? Oh yeah. Alright, so if I look at my Finder, I have to determine if some girls have compatibility or not. So, should I go see Leilani and Candace, Nora and Sarah, Jesse and Abia, or Polly and Brooke?
Doesn't obvious.
Polly and Brooke.
Bye-bye.
I just heard those two, and I'm like, those were the ones I like the most, so you might as well.
I feel that. You going to bed, Sam? You going to bed?
Oh, you
Oh, okay.
hun. Aw, what happened with your previous marriages? What's your... I don't...
Oh. Oof. You guys are compatible? I don't believe that with that conversation that I just heard. Jesus Christ. Alright, intro conversation. Polly wants to settle down with some nice husband. Brooke said she's been married 3 times, and every time she divorced them because she found someone with more to offer.
Yeah.
Says that Polly is too naive and idealistic.
And Brooke's like a fucking turbo divorce woman.
Yeah.
Well, it's perfect. They can, instead of finding a shitty husband, they can marry each other.
Oh my god. Alright. Let's...
Almost just died. Gatorade almost drowned me.
That's for an adult actress. That's definitely not who needs that.
Now, why can't my...
Brooke, shut the fuck up. What do you do? Are you a
husband surprised me with
designer?
I wish I could accept it.
No. What the fuck is your job? What? What? Who? What floozy?
There's this...
Apparently, there's another teleuber
I just...
named Clarissa. By the way, instead of YouTube, it's teleube.
I hate that.
So, Polly is a teleuber.
Polly's fucking getting that bread. An influencer, if you will.
Maybe...
Yeah. Also, apparently, she has drama queen baggage.
Can you believe...
Oh.
Oh, I understand why they're compatible now, because they just started a conversation with me in the exact same way.
Oh.
Polly was like, I can't believe what this floozy has done now. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, Jesus Christ. And then I switched over to Brooke, and she said, can you believe my good-for-nothing husband bought me a used convertible?
Honestly...
God damn it, bro.
Good fucking lord. Alright, I'll just kill myself now.
Sometimes... I don't mean... You...
She has expensive taste. That's her baggage.
You know what? That's just the burden she has to bear, like Atlas carrying the fucking world.
Do you have...
Polly wants to know if I have any good video ideas for her channel. She wants... the suggestions I can make are an ASMR video, uploading a sex tape, or starting a daily vlog series.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna go with... vlog was the wrong answer.
Oh, I was gonna say... If ASMR was the answer, I'm gonna fucking punch the writer.
I feel like...
But, like, the sex tape isn't allowed on YouTube, so why would you pick that? So it's like, is it just Pornhub, basically?
I don't know. No one's made anything clear to me.
How could I turn down such a well-mannered request from such a well-mannered young man?
Just nothing has been fucking clarified. That's funny.
They really don't. Like, you gotta ask a lot of questions, but you can only ask 2
Will
questions
you look
without
at
feeding
this
them
table?
or taking them out on a date. And I'm just like, I have additional questions.
Splendid!
Alright, let's try and get some poon, I guess.
I suppose.
Ugh.
Bottles in.
Okay, then we switch to Brooke and we do that.
Exquisite!
Are you hungry, Ray? Do you need more worms? You have worms in there. Get you some more. Hang on, let me finish trying to sleep with these ladies. Ray just gave me the biggest fucking side eye I've ever seen in my life.
He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You sound insane.
It's just like, Father, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds insane.
Splendid!
It's just like, you're at a computer. What do you mean? He wouldn't understand. He's not a gamer.
By the way, I just want you to know that the island in this game is named Ina de Puna.
Ugh.
It's like disgusting. How dare you?
It's fucking the worst island name I've ever heard in my entire life.
I was like, do not come over here and speak those words in my space.
Like, immediately aggros to the first character that says it.
It was cute, and I really did. I fucking hate that bitch so much sometimes.
Like, fucking runs at her.
Just like, why are you talking to me? Stop. She's just like, let me tell you about my day, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, she doesn't like that. You do like that. Here, you take it. Take my dick. Ha! Comedy.
Bro. Fucking hands you like an Emmy. I don't know what comedy people get. Comedians, fuck.
I don't know what comedy people get.
Clearly nothing because they don't fucking exist. It's comedians.
You just fucking killed me.
Splendid!
So sure I've died now.
I'm so sorry you died before you can even get laid with any of those epic ladies.
Don't break my heart, you.
Don't talk to
I
me
feel
that
bad.
way, woman. Sorry. that was a little bit sexist, just a
Shouldn't
touch.
have.
I was gonna say, like, did the femoid disrespect you?
Yeah.
Which one did that?
Fucking Polly.
Oh no.
Don't you break my heart like that, bitch, shut up. I'm trying to put the thing in the
If
thing.
my husband could do that, I might actually fuck
Like,
him.
immediately has a marital dispute while you're trying to, like, sleep with this woman.
Steam, stop telling
Fuck.
everyone what I'm doing,
Huh,
please.
the main reason I came out here.
At
Besides,
least it doesn't, like, do what, the PlayStation does or any other console where it's, like, telling in explicit detail what you're up to in the game.
No, thank God.
It's not like, hey, Axe was currently having a marital dispute and trying to dick down Polly. Like, laying bad
Currently
pipe to
balls deep in a MILF.
watching a MILF use another fucking random weeb as an ashtray.
Alright, hang on. Now I gotta go see Jesse. Just because you said that. It's important.
It's vital, crucial even.
excuse me.
Guilty.
Hey, did you ever learn Jesse's porn star name?
No.
It's Misty Katz.
I'm Abia.
Oh, okay, so
Aw.
that's why she says Misty in the
My
first
favorite-
one. I didn't. That's the fucking dumbest shit.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Rest in peace, Jesse. I mean, Misty's not. I mean, That's not like the worst name, but cats. Like,
Yeah, like the Misty part, I'm fine with that. But the fact that she also added a last name to it and it's Cats?
yeah, it's like,
Ooh.
thank you. At least it wasn't something like purity or like fucking
Have a little
liberty or
soup.
something. I don't know. Fucking
Oh, okay.
stripper name.
The energy from that was not fun.
Fetish, dear we.
No, it isn't.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna hate Candy.
Why? What did she do?
She's just...
She's
Alright,
just
if your left tit could have a thought, that's what she is.
I mean, that makes sense. She does look like an absolute bimbo.
One of the toys that I'm supposed to give her that's like a gift, because you know you give them all the unique gifts, you unlock stuff about them.
Yeah.
It's a block where you put the shapes in the holes.
Oh my fucking god,
And it's
no.
for her. It's not for a kid because Nora, she has to get gifts for her nieces and nephews.
Mm-hmm.
So you like give her kids toys and like diapers and car seats and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought this was for her. It is not.
No, it's for the fucking candy.
It's for the
Mhm.
stripper.
That's so funny because I remember in Honeycam I'm like, this bimbo's kind of getting it, but then she's only getting that. She doesn't get anything like mathematics or colors.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, she's so dumb, and I was so like talking to her is so exhausting.
Can I ask you about... Do you have...
You poor thing.
This adorable Arab lesbian girl is asking me about techniques for lasting longer in bed.
What a queen. Give her everything, if not the best advice.
These are my options. You have to do Kegels. It's all about the Kegels. Just think about your parents getting it on. And I wish if I knew any, I'd be using them.
The Kegels thing sounds like the only one that would be confident enough
You
because
okay? You would think that. I
Yeah.
have been trying to choose like intellectually chosen things to be like, look at my good personality. I'm a good guy. No.
no. Is it always the fucking weird one?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hang on. Ray's staring at me. He wants worm. I must
I-
get him worm. Hang on. I'm getting you worm. Okay, I'm still feeding him, but I had to put my headphones back on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna bring my mic over to myself. I had to put my headphones back on because he just did the cutest shit ever. I love it so much. When he's really hungry, you can feed him with the tongs.
Mm-hmm.
So you can like hold up a worm for him and he'll fucking snap it out of your little grip. Which I love so much because he's so enthusiastic. Here you go, dude. You want another one?
He deserves the worm.
I'm like filling up his bowl, but he's so cute when he like snatches them from me. I can't help but feed him by hand. Freaking love that little dude. He's so adorable.
Yeah, geckos are precious creatures.
They are. He's still staring at me. I love when the bowl's empty and he'll just come over and he'll just stare at me really hard. He's just like, hey, father.
How much does he normally eat?
I really couldn't tell you an exact amount because I just free feed him. I just fill up a bowl. When it's empty, I unfill it. Or I refill it. Unfill. He unfills it.
Fucking negate the entirety of the bowl.
Here's another one, dude. Oh, you missed. There you go. Oh my goodness. So violent. So snappy. Yeah, he eats like maybe 100 worms a week. Or so. Or like 50 worms a week. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to eat like 4 to 8 worms a day. Just depending on
Okay.
your gecko's mood and how chunky you like them.
That's fair.
I like my gecko's pretty chunky, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just a lizard that sits there. It might as well have a life of luxury like a medieval king.
Yeah, and Ray's actually like a pretty perfect weight right now with how much I feed him. So you can like, as long as you have a gecko that has like some semblance of a brain, you can always free feed them. They'll only eat as much as they need to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a lot of fun feeding him by hand right now, though. He's really into it right now. Sometimes he's not super into the hand feeding thing. But he is all for it today. You hungry, little dude? He has to like turn on his targeting computer. Just like calibrating. Where is Worm?
Worm spotted.
He is so much fun. And he knows the tongs are for feeding. So he'll also like stare at the tongs if I put them next to his tank. Within sight. Just like feeding implement noticed. Does feeding
Yeah,
implement have food?
that's fair because, like, yeah, I know lizards and reptiles and whatnot don't always understand shit, but they do understand like conditioning to teach them what means what. And if he sees tongs and knows every time he sees that thing, he'll eat. He's gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Like, get those tongs out."
Oh, you get the fuck out of here.
Is Apollo up to no good?
He's on my desk.
Why is he up there? He's just like, "Oh shit, is there
He
food?"
No, he really likes Ray. Like he wants to play with him. He doesn't understand that Ray is A, not a toy, and B, will kick his fucking ass.
Yeah, fucking kill him.
Ray,
Well, he won't, but
he'll try. Ray's fucking spicy.
he definitely would, in fact, try.
Because he doesn't like, whenever Hollow gets on the desk, Ray doesn't run and hide.
He's like, I will literally face down God.
Yeah, he fucking stares down Hollow, and he'll like hiss at Hollow and lunge at him, and I'm just like, don't do that, you stupid potato.
Please do not aggro to the predator animal.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's actually a predator that you're trying to fucking aggro right now. Get out of here, Hollow. Jesus Christ, man. My guitar back up. Ray, if you come over to your bowl, hang on. I gotta show him that his bowl has worms in it. He's too stupid.
What a legend.
You have to like take it out, shake the worms around, and then put it back. And he's like, "Oh, all right." What do I tell her? So she has a really dirty mind.
I see. Wait,
Kegels. Parents. I'm gonna do the Kegels, but I'm afraid.
I've tried those before.
yeah. It'd be weird if it was the parents' angle,
Only-
because that's awkward. 'Cause then it's like, what are
Oh.
you fucking implying?
It was the Kegels. She said she's tried Kegels before, but she's a one pump chump.
You know, I
Why does Jessie ask me these fucking psychotic questions?
What'd she ask you?
I know you've had sex with a porn star, but have you ever had sex with a prostitute?
That's a loaded question.
It is. All right, my potential answers are you kidding me? Hundreds of them. I call my apartment Hooker Haven. Sorry, I'm not letting my junk anywhere near that mess. And I'm not proud of it, but I did pay for sex once in a moment of weakness.
She seems like the type that'd probably want Hooker Haven, probably.
Right? That's what I keep thinking. I'm just like, based on your personality and everything I know about you, you would be down for this. And then I'll answer, and they'll be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm just like, I just want to stick my dick in you.
Caught you in a
Okay.
vulnerable state. Also, when I said that, Rory looked at me like I was insane. I'm sorry.
But I just answered Hooker Haven, and she said, "Okay, not exactly what I was expecting."
Like, madam, you just literally
I'm happy to answer.
asked someone like a very uncomfortable question, and she was given an answer that was equally as outrageous, and that was too much.
I guess.
When you're made to wear a
Jessie's like a nightmare.
She really drives me fucking insane. Ray is still eating. Boy, you so hungry? You so thick?
as long as you two sexy beasts.
Beautiful boy. Alright, I'm gonna do this date, and then I'll call it a night and try to sleep.
An attempt.
Okay.
Oh, Abia. She just wants to fuck so bad.
The fucking legend.
For the first time ever, Jesse's wearing something that's like actually kind of hot.
Dude, did you see like in the first game when you take her on a date, the fucking cowboy outfit that has like the Gmod like checkerboard pattern shit?
Yes.
It's so bad. It's like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to sleep with you? Like, I don't think so.
She's wearing that right now.
But maybe that's like the strategy is to wear something so ugly that someone wants it off of you as fast as possible.
You know, I would believe her for that strat.
Oh shit, she actually looks really, really pretty.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? Who was that?
I also don't believe that she would have a thigh gap that thick though.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know, bitch. With them titty.
Yeah. But you know what? I'll live.
I'll accept this.
Haven't lost your touch.
Thanks. You kind of freak me out. I won't. I'm gonna finish this date and then I'll wrap up my life. Just my whole life.
Yeah, like I've done it.
Yeah, well.
I've done everything I ever wanted.
Now that I've slept with multiple MILFs.
You know what? Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Live your truth.
You two go on. I need a smoke break.
Ugh. I hate when Jessie says she needs a smoke break. I'm just like, and then she's gonna come back smelling like cigarettes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like drop it on your dick.
I guess. Fuck. Just like nasty ass hoe, get out of here. I don't need
Like a
this in my
blue
life.
Like stinky madam.
Go easy on me. I'm no spring chicken.
She just said she's no spring chicken, and man, she's fucking right. You sure aren't. Fuck.
Like ruins her entire life.
Like, she really wants me to talk shit, I swear to God. Yeah, Hollow. When? Man, this is going okay.
It's like one thing everyone wants to hear while they're trying to get laid is like, this is okay. Might I say this might be going decent?
This is going par, at least. I'm not suffering right now.
That's always a
Stop.
bonus.
I love it.
Hi, yeah, Hollow? What are you talking about, man? You were just going off right now. Oh, okay. Okay. Hollow has a lot to say right now.
He has a lot of opinions.
He just keeps saying stuff. Hey, don't scratch my things. Hollow. Thank you. I am almost out of moves. Oh no.
Oh, the dreaded moment.
This is the first date that I'll have failed.
I mean, fitting. You didn't even want to be there.
You're right, I didn't. Because I really don't need Abia exposed to Jesse's bullshit.
Yeah, preserve her.
She deserves better.
Sorry, sweetie, but I expect better than that from you.
Thanks, Jesse, for putting me down while I'm out. Just grab me by the neck and fucking crack me.
Just put you down old Yeller style.
Brooke and Sarah are in the same space right now.
Oh well.
When I fucking log back in tomorrow. Alright.
Don't forget to chat these broads up a little. You'd be surprised what you can learn about them.
I always chat them. I yawned. Shut the fuck up, Q. I always chat the broads up.
It was never in question.
She questioned it.
The mendacious thought, the audacity of her.
I haven't heard the mendacious thought in so long.
I fucking love using it.
I know. Oh my god, I thought about it sometime. There was something somebody said at school, and I really I never got to tell you this. This lady pissed me off. So I used to work for the school as a chef, like a sub chef, and
Yeah.
we were doing this event for this lady. She was having like a Christmas themed thing. And she was having a hot cocoa bar, which gross, but she wanted to have a little hot cocoa bar, and we were like, okay, we can do that. So we offered to do that to help her out. And you know, she were supposed to have Christmas cookies, but it kind of like what she wanted on the cookies got lost in like her going back and forth with us. So we're students, most of the staff, and I was the only kitchen worker there the actual day of her event. I just had to make sure that everything went up, and I didn't even know she was supposed to have cookies at all.
Mm-hmm.
So when she realized that there weren't cookies, so first off, she started her event too late in the day, so nobody even wanted to be there. And
Yeah.
then she tried to say that she like finished the tour, and then everybody was supposed to just like hang out and have hot cocoa with her, which is whatever. She sucks. So everybody was leaving. She tried to like come down, and she started yelling at me and trying to
Oh,
blame me for her event not working out. And I was just like my boss was literally like on the way with the cookies.
yeah.
And she was yelling at me, and then my boss got there, and I was like, let me tell you what happened. And the entire time that she was like yelling at us, like telling us that we need to get our shit together, and I was like, I'm like, this is like my first semester here.
Yeah.
And I literally, that was like when I just started. I was like, I hope that you're not talking to me, because holy fuck, I'm about to have you lose your goddamn job. And she almost did. She almost lost her fucking job over this.
Oh my god. I mean, she fucking deserves it.
She does. She literally came to fucking yell at some students. And over her fucking hot cocoa event, and like all we had to do was give her hot cocoa. That was it. That was our entire, like, she didn't even want us to stay to like serve it or anything. She just said she wanted us to drop it off.
Yeah.
But somehow it was our fault that her event wasn't working out. But nobody gives a fuck about walking around the school and looking at Christmas themed doors. Because that's
Yeah,
what it
like,
was. She literally was like, everybody decorate your classroom door, but nobody stays in the classrooms.
yeah, like, why would anyone want to?
Right, they're not like, it's not like high school, they're not like homeroom. No one stays in any one particular classroom. I was just like, well, that bitch wants to fight, she can fight. And I told my boss about it, and the entire time, from the moment she walked into the kitchen and started yelling at me, the first thing that on my mind was that the audacity of this mendacious thought right now. And I was like, Court would have loved that.
Yeah, I would have called her that too.
She really
Time.
is. I was so mad.
Yeah. It's a shame she didn't absolutely get fucking obliterated for that.
She had to fucking come out and like publicly apologize to me and the other person that was there.
Oh, at least it's kind of embarrassing for her to have to like own up to her dumb shit.
Yeah. And like she was really, really, really close to losing her fucking job though, because she was yelling at students, and like she knew that there was students that worked there.
Yeah, and she was just like, oh, like my hot chocolate event shit. I might as well take it out on these poor fucking students.
Right, and she was basically like threatening us. So my boss was just like,
Yeah.
I think the fuck not, bitch. I was pretty fucking mad about it, but I was trying to be chill.
Yeah.
But I was like, if she ever speaks to me again. I haven't
Yeah,
actually seen her in the same building as us since then.
hell yeah.
She won't leave her fucking office building now. Just like, good, live in fear, you hoe.
They probably locked her up and chained her to the floor like the fucking flesh ball.
We're totally gonna play Smasher Pass on the Monster Handbook. We don't even have to, okay, we don't have to stream playing Smasher Pass. We have to at least record us playing Smasher Pass.
Be very fun.
That would be fun. We could do that outside of stream time. We can just have a day where we do like a short stream for like an hour, and then we're like, all right, time for Smasher Pass. And we'll do it by letter. Like we'll do like A
Yeah.
one day, and then we'll do B the next day. That'll be great. It'll be 10 out of 10.
How many monsters are usually in an alphabetical like category?
I couldn't tell you. We have 3 separate books with monsters in them to go through.
Oh, okay. It answers my question.
It's gonna be the monster manual has like several thousand monsters in it,
Christ.
and the other books have like 100 or so. But some
You
of
know
them are
what?
variants. Some of them don't have pictures. So it's just gonna be like we're just gonna turn the page, see if there's a picture, say smash or pass.
That's fair.
I think that would be a good time. And then we can just if we just do a recording of it, I can just edit. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to like tomorrow's weird. I have to go to the dentist at 4,
Mm-hmm.
which is my nightmare scenario.
Why?
I just hate the dentist.
That's fair.
I have tooth trauma. I have had I'm trying to think about how many teeth I've had pulled now. It's either I've had 5 or 6 teeth pulled. And when I was younger, the numbing agent that they use didn't have any effect on me.
Oh,
And they
yeah, I
didn't
know.
believe me as a kid because it wasn't having any like pain reducing effects. I was still feeling all the pain, but I was like drunk basically
Mm-hmm.
at like 8. And that still happens. Like I'll still feel a shitload of pain from them doing stuff with my teeth, but I will like be wasted afterwards.
That sucks.
And I won't be able to think properly. They don't understand that. Like I can't for some reason they do not understand that that's how it works. And I'm just like if you want me to not feel pain, I have to be put under.
Yeah.
And like
Like you're
I know that that's more expensive and more complex. I don't care. The point is I have literal trauma.
Yeah. That's
They
what
didn't
happened
get
to me
it.
one time where the dentist like fucked up and didn't put the numb the right gum area, and then I had to get my tooth like drilled. I'm like, please, this fucking saw moment.
Yeah. And that's I hate them working in my mouth so much. The last dentist that I went to though, he was pretty good. He pulled one of my wisdom teeth that was like half rotten
Mm-hmm.
and it was causing me migraines. That's how I know that this pain is actually from my tooth because I've had it happen before. But
Yeah.
he didn't do a root canal. He just like fucking took the whole fucker out. He was like whatever, it's a wisdom tooth, who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
But he didn't fill. He said I already had a cavity in the tooth that was next to the one that he pulled. But he was like, no big deal. It's like a tiny cavity, so we'll only deal with it if it gets bigger. He dealt with some of the big cavities that I had,
Mm-hmm.
most of which are in my other wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
Because my wisdom teeth are stupid. I have my teeth are magic. They are almost entirely cavity proof, except if they get infected through a bacteria via the root, which is
Hmm.
interesting. So basically, I can't get cavities on any of my front teeth unless my back ones get it first, because the only teeth that I have that aren't cavity proof are my wisdom teeth.
That's kind of lucky.
It is, but it means that my wisdom teeth, like, because I didn't know that, that was a thing, I just thought my teeth were cavity proofed forever because I never got my wisdom teeth checked for that. My
Yeah.
wisdom teeth have already infected some of my other teeth.
Uh-oh.
So it's just kind of like a slow burn now where it's just like, oh, what's next?
Yeah.
And we took care of some of them, and so some of them are fine, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. But that fucking, the top right is infuriating. It was so bad. So I might have to get a fucking root canal tomorrow. I'm hoping he'll just pull the bitch out.
Yeah.
I can't, I've never had a root canal, and I don't think I can fucking do it. I think I'd rather die.
I don't think I've ever had a tooth pulled or a root canal, but I can't imagine it being a pleasant experience, especially if you fucking feel pain.
Mm-hmm. And like the one dentist, the dentist I went to most recently was a lot better than any of the other ones that I had. He realized that I am not as scared of it if he doesn't tell me what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because unless I like directly feel pain, I don't assume that anything is going wrong. So he figured out something very smart. He basically um told me that he was going to inject the stuff.
Hmm.
And they only have to do that twice. But he was like, "Oh, I'm going to do it a third time just to make sure that it's okay, since you said that it doesn't always work on you." But instead
Hmm.
of doing that, he stabbed the root of my tooth so that he's like severed it so that I wouldn't feel it being pulled out,
Uh,
which was fucking smart because then the only thing you can feel is like the pressure of it being like wiggled inside your gums,
yeah.
but you won't feel it like come out. So he basically just tricked me into pulling my tooth out. And I was like,
We
that worked. That actually fucking worked. And I hate that about you.
we stand a dentist that'll gaslight you for your own benefit.
It's like, please do it again. That was perfect. I'll come back to you for my next one. I wish he would have just pulled all the fucking wisdom teeth out, but he said that would be too much.
Yeah.
He was like, if the other ones become a problem, we'll pull them out, but like having all four gone at once would be a lot for your face. I think he also thought that I wouldn't take good care of my fucking face. Because I don't brush my teeth enough.
That's fair.
It takes a lot of energy to brush your fucking teeth.
Well, yeah, because it's like a habit. And if you're depressed, then like fucking habits are dumb as shit.
Right. Asking me to do something for more than one day in a row?
Yeah, like kind of cringe.
Okay, now it's 1:17 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed so that I can be functional tomorrow, so I can go pick up my new video game and then go to the dentist.
E.
I also lost my phone. Oh, there it is. I found it. And then I have to watch, anytime that I'm free, I'm gonna have to watch our VODs back because I've been slacking on doing that.
That's fair.
The thing is, I was not having fun watching back the well, I guess it's technically the second stream that we did with Todd and Kennedy,
Oh, why?
or Tommy and Kennedy. Because we aren't nearly as funny.
Well, yeah, because we have to like micromanage.
And yeah, we have to micromanage, and then we also have to like th- they don't seem to like understand that if you're alone, talking through your process out loud is good.
Yeah.
But if you're with people, it's not good, especially when there's four of us.
Yeah.
There's like, someone else will fill the space. Shut up.
Well, yeah, because it's hard to get your foot in the door when someone's talking about their like mental process.
Yeah, especially when they're like just building, and I'm like, shut up. That's not part of the stream, and the stream can't see it, so stop talking about it. I will beat my face in.
Like aggros.
Like, hang on, let me. So I have gotten 26 minutes in. I only have 3 funny moments.
Ooh.
Hair. Let me pull out the other VOD list. At 26 minutes in, I had 6 clips of us being hilarious on our first ever stream. I can only imagine that that number is larger on more recent ones.
We really be out here flexing.
Yeah, and this is the stream with Kennedy and Tommy is an outlier because man, we are not funny.
That's fair, because most of it was just me fucking panicking because water, and then dealing with like a bunch of people all at once. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
I know. I was like, everyone, please. There's gonna be some like really good moments, like Fawn appearing and then disappearing is a good moment.
Yeah, I love that.
So I'm gonna have that. But there's just like I have to watch back 4 fucking hours of footage for like 2 minutes of clips now instead of like the payout I'm considering good is like if I get 10 minutes of footage out of a stream, that's good.
Yeah.
That's 10 TikToks. Or more. I mean that's like 10 60-second TikToks. Good enough. That's a great YouTube video length, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking excellent. And I don't have to use it all in one YouTube video. Like I could make it multiple YouTube videos with some clips. I'm just very tired.
I feel that.
I have to make a smash cut of every time we died in Portal.
We didn't die that much, but we did die.
All of our deaths were hilarious.
Yeah, we didn't just like fucking. I'm extremely shocked that we didn't die to the laser.
Me
Or
too. What?
because there were times where me and you both got like blasted, but it never ended our lives.
Yeah. But I'm gonna don't forget if you rewatch the VODs to give me clip numbers that you or the timestamp for clips you like. It doesn't have to be exact. Just be like around this time we said a funny thing.
And I'm sure like me saying that will like tap into your inner knowledge and you'll know exactly what I meant.
Yeah, and I'll just be like, ah, yes, this clip exactly. From this moment to this moment, I know exactly what you're talking about. We were fucking hilarious.
But yeah, I'll be sure to do that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah.
Bye.